one.
How you doing, guys? It's your boy Nando. This is the Pound for Pound Boxing Show, proudly sponsored by Bravos in association of Warrenboxingmagement. I'm delighted to be joined, and it's always a pleasure to have him on. It's Kaisy Khademi, and it's fight week, baby. Kaisy Khademi versus Sean Bruce for the vacant Commonwealth Super Flyweight title. Kaisy, how you feeling?
Great, and I hope you're well, my man. Thank you for having me. And yeah, I'm excited. It's fight week, and another title on the line. 12 round, 3 minute. Been training hard for it, and can't wait to have it. Can't wait to have the build around me, around my waist.
We look forward to that. First of all, how's camp been? Has there been any obstacles? I know, like, is right now it's Ramadan. Has that been a big obstacle when it comes to your training?
But I mean, it has been hard because I've been fasting. I wouldn't say I've done it all, but I've fasted as much as I could, and it started getting a lot harder for me, especially sparring days. So you know, but it's a bit harder because I'm training more in the evening time than during daytime. But it also could be a favor, because we're fighting in the evening, so you never know how he plays that. So yeah, but training's been great. Great sparring partners. Been sparring Harry Molian, Harvey Horn, Galalia Fai. So
Wow.
we had a great Southall sparring partners, and we've just been preparing. Can't we just wait to go and perform on the fight night?
Gotta ask, how's that sparring with Galal Yafai been for you?
Well, excellent. Galalia is a good friend of mine, and honestly, when me and him spar, honestly, the whole GB freezes and watches us. It is great. Galal is a terminator. And I gotta use every skill that I've got to not get caught in his game, and makes it very interesting. But you know, like I said, anyone that have watched it, they know it is one of the greatest sparring to watch.
Do you know much about your opponent? You're against Sean Bruce. He's 6-1. He's not as experienced as you. You've got more rounds in there in the pro games as well. But what do you know about him?
He's a good kid. I know he's a Midland champion. Um, he came down from a world title camp, sparred me. He's a good kid. Personally, he's a good kid, and at the end of the day, we both gotta go and get a job done. So I understand why he's taking a risk for a big title fight. And he wants it, and so am I. And I don't overlook no one. He's got great trainer, great team. He's coming with a full his team ahead to come and get the title. It's a great opportunity for him, and he's going to be working very hard. We don't overlook nobody. We prepare for the best that we can get to, and I believe we are. Me and my team have prepared, mentally, physically, fully for this camp, and yeah, it's going to be a great night, Saturday night. And, I just can't wait to put a performance on.
The last time you fought for this same belt was against Ryan Farage. And funny enough, when you were training for that fight, it was during Ramadan as well. So
Yeah,
compared to last time, do you feel any different? Do you feel more confident? Do you feel something different in your body? And do you feel like
the,
this
you
camp has
know,
maybe gone better?
to be honest, the Ryan Farag thing, a lot of things went. That I made the biggest mistake. Um, on that same day, I had a little tweak. I got a little tweak on my neck, and I went to my massager. I phoned my physio. So massager, she called me down Whitechapel. I think it was can't remember the gym name off my head. It's a good gym. She told me to come down there, and on a day she really want to give me a hard massage, like my back, my neck, my leg. And I thought, I just thought it's gonna be normal. I'm massaged, I'm relaxed, I'll go into fight. Um, when I went into the ring, honestly, I wasn't. I had so much in me that I could have given on that night. My body just felt slow and lazy. I feel tired. And today, honestly, it's like the other day we had a massage and I went training and I felt the same. And coach like, listen, when you get a massage, you gotta go home and rest. You're not meant to train. And it's just something you learn. And honestly, even after the fight with Ryan Farag, I was like, shit, I can still go and do another 12 round. Like I can tell my body inside, I'm not tired at all. It's just the layer of my body just feel lazy. Like it's just not looking to But it was a bit weird. But I wanted the rematch, to be honest. With Ryan Farag, he's a good kid. I wanted the rematch at that time, and I think it was 9 months since he's meant to defend it, and he didn't defend it. So we was given the opportunity to fight for the Commonwealth.
And now you get another opportunity, and is a big opportunity for yourself. But the other thing is in a historic night for Box Nation going to
Oh,
Gibraltar as
of
well. We've
course,
seen,
I think it's first Box Nations fight they're doing abroad. So
yeah,
of course, and it's good to have our name there on this historic night. It's first off money, but the first one always tend to set a record, and I always like to be part of making history. And I have throughout my career, I was the first Afghan to do a lot of things, but I want to make it, and I still don't believe I made it till, until I become world champion, and that's like the aim and the goal. So being part of Box Nation with my team is the biggest platform for me. I'm so happy. Like I have a great team, honestly. WBM is like it's not just a team; it's a family. Me, Bob, we go like family. I remember the first time we met in 2018. It was, and we always talk about it. How far we both have come since then. No, but it's great. I'm like truly blessed to be with them.
you answered my question actually, because I was going to speak about them, because I did ask Jack McGann the other day regarding this, and I'm sure you saw it when the last Box Nation show the other week, where they interviewed Alfie, and he was talking about when he first started WBM, and looking at the beginning of WBM and looking at it now, how far it's gone. Ha- I think you've just answered it, but you seem so proud to be part of
Oh,
this
100%. I mean,
management team,
we put
and
our first WBM put the first title show with Mo Pryor in 2019 for my WBO European. So it just shows how much of those has WBM opened up to boxers, an opportunity given to boxers, and how bigger they've gone. It's just crazy. And I always want success for it. They're so hardworking people, WBM. They're so hardworking, and they deserve more than anyone. If anyone deserves it, they deserve it, honestly. So I'm just happy to be part of them, and you know, part of the team, and be managed by them and led by them, advised by them. They're great people.
100%. Listen, I've always voiced this, and I said this in the interview with Jack McGann. If they get behind you, and especially Bobby and Alfie, if they say to you, "Trust me, trust the process," believe me, they will get you to where they aim for you to get.
100%.
They said to us, "Trust me, you're going to be a presenter for Box Nation." It happened. You're going to be a presenter for Box Academy. It happened.
Happen exactly.
So they've have put their faith behind this channel for the last 4 years, and we've always believed them, and we've always got behind them. And look how far you've gone. Look how far we went. And look at
100%.
people like Masood Abdullah. Look at Newman winning the Southern
Exactly.
area as well.
Exactly. Like I said, though, they just be given opportunity to boxers that it's very hard to get. It's very hard for boxers at my level to get as much opportunities. I mean, I had about 9 title fight, and I had a world title fight and a 30 fight. Regardless of the result, at that level, anything can happen. You just got to be prepared for it. But I still believe our chapter hasn't finished for that. And Bob always tells me, until I don't get you to where you aim and your goal is, I'm not happy with myself. And just that tells you how of determination he's got to for his fighters. Like honestly, I love these guys. I remember the first meeting was me, Alfie, Bobby, and Robert, father, and we sat there. He goes to me, 3 fight. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna get your title on the third fight, and that's what it was. No, sorry, 2 fight, 3 fight. First one warm up, second one title fight, and third one on TV, and it was happened. And I was like, and since then, I believe they're the true makers of fighters right now. They tell you they do it. I don't think anyone in boxing is like that. A lot of people tend to go around the bushes and mess up people's career, but WBM is doing a hell of a job.
100%. And you know what? They've always spoke from the moment we became friends with them and got associated with them. You were the first fighter they ever mentioned to us, and you are like the original face
Thank
of
you.
WBM as well. And they've always spoken highly of you as well.
And
And you
they,
see
like I
that
said, they're more than family.
100%. And Look, and I've said this to you many times as well. Like, you started a story to become Afghanistan's first world champion. That story still hasn't ended.
No,
That story, and that you still got, the story continues, but the chapters are different. So this Saturday is a new chapter now. Obviously, the IBO world title, that's a different chapter. Faraj, different chapter. There's a brand new chapter for you to then continue that story, and listen, I've always said to people, by going through that route of winning Commonwealth and then British and so on, that opens the path for a world
a hundred
title in
percent,
the future.
100%. I mean, I agree. I mean, when you win Commonwealth, push the top 15 to top 20 in the whole sanctioning bodies, that is an opportunity itself. So, I'm not looking overlooking Sean Bruce, but that is my title on Saturday night, and I'm coming to put that around my waist. Then I'll think about what's next for us. Me and Bob will sit down and Alfie. But like I said, I don't overlook no one. Everyone's afraid before until the job is done. So I'm fully focused on Sean Bruce. I'm gonna put his performance on Saturday and get that belt, get what's mine.
For sure. Obviously, I know the aim is to become world champion, but do you think maybe this new chapter winning the Commonwealth can put, the losses from last year to bed, and it will start you on a new path for something bigger?
100%. Like I said, there's some super flyweights heating up. There's some great talent, some great matchups that we can put fights together. So having this belt around me gives me the opportunity for me to fight for the other titles, or even bigger titles against them. So you know, I don't look what happened in the past. I can't change the past, but what I can do is change the future. And I'm determined to train that future in a positive way for myself and for my team.
There's some big fights out there because they just signed a very talented fighter in Jordan Pukas as well. He wants to go for the British, so you win in Saturday, and he gets an opportunity for the British. You two get on for the British. That's a mega fight, and
Um,
we know the Warrens love a 50-50, even if
no,
you're
hundred
both in the
percent,
same
100.
team.
I mean, I know Jordan Perkins. He's we shared the ring many times. So again, he's not, he's a, he's we are good mate. I think for me, that's he's got his own mission to get the British title. I think Brandon Dero's got the British title. If anything for me to have a risk, to go that kind of route, will be fighting the champion Brandon Deros or Jack Turner, another monster at super flyweight. Um, so these are the names I've got mentioned. Jordan Perkins, I believe he's got to go get the English and then work his way to the British. I don't think I will no longer be waiting. I don't want to be waiting around that time. Don't get me wrong, he's a good kid, but that's just putting myself to a pace where I'm going backward. I'm not looking at those right now. If I'm aiming world title, I gotta aim high, and I don't try and look who's behind me. I gotta lead the way. I gotta keep moving forward, and the moment I tend to stop and pause, people gonna catch up to me, and that's not my intention at all. For me, positively as a boxer, I don't think any boxer should be doing that. They should be focusing on what's ahead. What's after this, and what other big challenges are ahead forward. Um, Jordan Perkins is a great Southern and English, you know, level fighter. Um, and I think he's got great competition for that level. Um, so, I think once me and Sean Bruce get out there, get my time, I think it'd be good to see Sean Bruce after I get built off him when he wants to do a comeback. It'd be good to see Sean Bruce versus Jordan Perkins.
Yeah.
Have a go at each other. That'd be entertaining for WBM, but I don't tend to look there until he's got something really big for me. Then yes, we'll jump in. But yeah, we spotted many times. I'd see myself a lot higher than that level, to be honest.
Want to ask you
I,
as
li- I like
well.
to see. I like to see. These are the fight I like to see. To be honest. Sorry, I got it. Sorry, I like to see Kareem versus Jordan Perkins. That'd be a good fight.
That'd be a great fight. That's a great
I know
fight right
Jordan
there.
Perkins got the rounds, but Kareem can bang. I've spotted both of them. Kareem can bang for out of these two. So they will tell you how I am in sparring, but they might, they obviously on the camera they might see different stuff, but they know how I am, and I think if there's no high reward, they won't fight against me anyway. But I think to make great WBM fight, I like to see after me being Sean Bruce, I like to see Sean Bruce versus them, you know, a mixture of that level. But yeah, these are the level I like to see on WBM. I think that would make a great, good, small, you know, great shows on Box Nation. You know, so these are the fight I like to see for, you know, either Southern area or English. British is gonna be a bit harder because Brandon Zero is good at British, and he's not gonna let it go that easy. I think. Um, yeah, I think he is good. I think they gotta work. They gotta get some title before they can start calling him out, and he's not gonna fight until there's not a good title. But I think if I can get the Commonwealth, I can make that Brandon Zero's fight happen. And if there's something in between and the offers are good, we can make that fight happen because Brandon Zero is a good fighter. Honestly, he's a good fighter.
Yeah.
People and Jack Turner as well, another good fighter. These are like a good prospects, you know, that are coming up. You know, well, Brandon is champion, but they're good. They're skillful and they're that level where if a world title or some kind of high title is on the line, it will worth it to see the time. Other than that, it's not.
I may need to hire you for pound, Casey, because you're starting to be like me, stirring these fights up. I like the idea.
Yeah.
I like it. So
No, honestly, I mean, I like it. Look, look, Rambo, one of the fighters again, one of Afghani fighters that I've signed. I'm looking at my life like, but I like to give him a couple of one more fight. I like to mix them up as a 50-50 fight with Kareem, Jordan Perkins, you know, and a few other people within those ranking. They'll be making nice main event fight, you know, in a small show or on Box Academy main event. It'll be very nice, honestly, when
yeah,
it's out in the air, all this kind of stuff. It'll make it nice because they're good talents. But I just see myself above that line. With Ryan Farrell, the thing was that he's good. It's not that I would say I would really wanted that rematch and I didn't get it honestly. I don't think that was maybe I'll say that was like 45% of me. I was just not. I was just there was a lot of things going on in my body, but no excuses anyway. If that rematch presents itself, I'll take it without even saying anything. Um, but yeah. I don't think I don't know if he's going to be boxing again after that. His last performance against Jack Turner. But
yeah,
that
that was
tells you that there's
nuts.
some young monsters out there. And Jack Turner, I've been watching him. He's a tough kid, and
Yeah,
he's got a bright future ahead of him.
for sure. Jack Turner is that was a monstrous finish
Yeah.
to
For super
Faraj.
flyweight
So
to hit, sorry, for super flyweight to hit like that, he's got yeah,
yeah, he reminds me of Lee Wood.
yeah. For super flyweight, yeah, 100%. Yeah, but it'd be a good fight. Like the style makes fight at the end of the day, and it's what kind of game plan you go. You know. But you know what I'm saying? So I don't. I like to see. You know. I want to. I want to see on a. I don't mind me fighting him for a world title in the future. You know. I like that thing. He's. You know. He's going up ranking quickly. If I get Commonwealth, we're gonna be going up. If there's a vacant title or something there, I can make that happen. You know. I like challenges like that. I always like challenges, but yeah, these are the challenges I'm looking for. So guys that I got, you know, they got really high pedigree fighters and
Yeah,
yeah, but definitely.
for sure. Got to ask you something as well. I know you're fighting at super flyweight, but I've seen you a couple of fights that you've fought in bantamweight before. If the opportunity did come in the future, not looking past Sean Bruce, of course, just in the
Yeah.
future, an opportunity came at bantamweight for an IBO world title, a British title, anything, would you take it?
But the IBO world title, yes, that's the aim. We are looking to build our thing up for that. Um, yeah. I mean, the targets are super flyweight and bantamweight. I think bantamweight I'm a bit more settled down. I'm a bit more of a yeah, but like I like to face for that for those title 100%. For bantamweight, IBO bantamweight world title 100%. I
Brilliant.
mean, you
And
got some great fighters on that way as well, but IBO world title. I think me and my team will make a great, it's about we'll make a great game plan regarding whoever the opponent is, and we'll execute because that our body will be a lot more filled in.
yeah, for sure. Wanted to ask you as well one more question. This will be the second time that I believe that you're fighting outside the UK because you fought in Malta before, right?
Yeah,
What was the atmosphere like fighting abroad and compared to fighting in England? Obviously, not
Yeah.
everyone's fans can travel and so on, but what was like the local seeing the locals there like?
You know, Malta was great to be honest. We went. I just it was like a holiday for me. I just went there to have fun. We fought a south southpaw stand. Uh, we had the but it was journeyman. It wasn't the level, but it was good. I mean, it was a bantamweight. I was still bantamweight. The weight was at 54 kg. Um, it was good. It was. I find it. I find it really. I mean, just before I walked out, my shoe was missing. You know.
What?
So we had it was so funny. It was like, where's the shoes? So the shoes was left in the hotel.
Oh damn.
And yeah, so the shoes were left in the hotel, and I had one of my friends going back. Then the was it Block Zone? They did a great thing where they delayed the fight a little bit. The World Cup for me to get my shoes. We put the trainers on. I mean, my mood was off. Put the trainers on. I got out. As I got out, the entrance music was wrong.
Oh
So
man.
I was like, "Oh shit!" But it was funny. Like, yeah, but it was good because I didn't go on a pressure. And I just went to relax. There's a lot of things going wrong, but I went there, got the job done, won every round. I guess a Southpaw kid. It was good. To be honest, it was good. I felt a bit more confident being at that weight. I'm 54. I didn't, but it was good.
That's
The
it,
show
man.
was
And
great. Yeah.
and this show looks big. It looks like it's going to be a big one as well. You got some amazing DJs performing there as well, so it's going to be a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
Before I
So
let you, sorry, what was you going to say?
sorry, I took over. Sorry, I took over you. Yeah, I mean this is gonna be a WBM show. So WBM show is our show,
That's it.
and I think I'll be more confident, more relaxed. I can do certain things that, well, me and my team, if I say they'll do it, I'm sure nothing will go wrong. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just a bit more relaxed with our show.
Brilliant. Before I let you go, Casey, a message for the fans traveling there and the fans that are going to tune in on Saturday live on Box Nation YouTube channel. What message do you have for them?
I want to thank all of them for coming and supporting me, whether you coming traveling or whether you're tuning in. Listen, just tune in, have your biscuit and tea in every performance. We've got a great, we've been getting ready for this camp. We've got some great plans to execute, and you see a great performance. And then you, come on, baby.
That's it, man. And the new Casey, always a pleasure. The original WBM fighter.
Thank you, my
Wish you all the
brother.
best of luck, and we'll speak to you when you got the belt, man.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that, Nando. Thank you. You have a great night, my brother. Thank you for having
Anytime,
me.
man.
God
Anytime, man.
bless.
Take care, man.
God bless.